I am definitely unique and different. So we had to get all the badges off. Like I said, we took every single thing off of the car on the exterior, and I proceeded to go on vacation with my daughters and my mom. And John from Victory Wraps decided he was going to surprise me, and he wanted to come over to my shop and wrap the vehicle. So we proceeded to take apart the car for him, so that way he'd have a car that was just basically all the door handles would be out. And let me tell you, taking the door handles out of a Camaro, I hope I made some videos of this, man, it was not fun, because you have to take the interior door panels off, the mirrors out. Man, it was a pain in the butt to be able to wrap those doors, man, because you have to take all that stuff out, and it's not fun. I will say the door panels on that car do not come off easily, and they do not go back on as easy as you would think. And I don't ever want to do another set of those to begin with. But we will go through this whole entire video process of what we did with wrapping the car. We had a couple people come over and help out with, taking apart the car. I had my great buddy Wiley come over, and he took the mirrors. We blasted them down because the mirrors were the same graphite gray, and it's too hard to wrap these mirrors, mainly because there's so many pieces. I mean, you can, but it just looks kind of stupid. So I didn't want to have a whole bunch of, overlays or inlays or, any type of, lines. I'm like, let's just paint them. So he was nice enough to take them for me, paint them gloss black. A lot of the car we did satin black on, because I like satin black. It doesn't show all the swirl marks or the orange peel that normal vinyl does. Now, in this day and age, newer vinyls are coming out. They don't have quite that orange peel effect or the scratches and things like that. So things are changing a lot. But at that time, satin looks the cleanest to me. That's why we kind of went with satin for the hood and satin for the roof. Now, John at the time was getting into doing cheetah wraps. So we used a cheetah wrap for the roof and a cheetah wrap for the hood. And I felt like it turned out pretty good. It looked pretty decent for a cheap wrap. Now, if anybody knows anything about me as well, I am a big KPMF person. I have had KPMF on almost, probably at this particular point, 10 of my cars. So KPMF to me is probably one of the most premium, amazing vinyls that you can honestly use. And a lot of people didn't believe me until they tried it, and then they're like, wow, man, this vinyl is amazing. It's not the most installer friendly, but it's the best looking quality, and honestly, it's held up the best out of any of the vinyls that we've ever used. So we decided to go with the Metro Matte Dynamic Lime. That has become my new signature color on all my vehicles, and that's kind of what people know me for. And if you've ever seen this color in person, pictures and videos don't do this color justice. It is by far one of my favorite colors. Now, I've played it out a little bit. I'm gonna have to start wrapping cars a different color, but to this day, that is one of my favorite colors by far. I'm a big purple person, and if people didn't know this about me, I hate green. I think green is the ugliest color on earth, man. Like, I don't like green vehicles, but for some weird reason, that green, I don't know if it's the yellow pearl or the gold pearl, I just love it. Now, back in the day, I used to do all my cars Tangelo Pearl. If anybody knows me from 20 years ago, every car I would do would either be white or Tangelo Pearl. And then I got this wild hair up my butt one day to start doing True Blue Pearl from House of Color. And then we did Lime Time Green. And that green, I liked it, but like, it just did not do what Tangelo Pearl did for me. Like, I love Tangelo Pearl. Always, hands down, be one of my favorite colors I've ever done on a lot of my cars. And to this day, orange is probably still one of my favorite colors to do on cars. So John took it upon himself to come over while I was gone with my family on vacation and wrap the car solo by himself. He is a great wrapper. His attention to detail is absolutely amazing. I felt bad that I wasn't here to help him, because typically on most of my cars, I'll come over and help him, because it's not easy to do things like this by yourself, especially the quarter panel of a Camaro. It's massive. So we took the car apart, we took the back bumper, we took the tail lights out, we took the door panels apart, got that door handles out, we took the mirrors out, we disassembled the car, took the front bumper off so that it would make things easier for him. That way he could just come in, he could wrap the car, get it ready, clean it. You know, the disassembly process was already done. That just eliminates a lot of time for him.
Here's the side skirt right here, laid out, ready to go on. We've test fitted it a little bit and it does fit pretty good. We're gonna put 3M tape up against this edge right here so that it can sit up against the body itself. And then we'll put self tappers in all the other holes. All right, so we went ahead with our two-sided tape that it does not come with. We went ahead and bought the Gorilla, the most expensive and strongest 38-pound double-sided tape, clear. So we're running that all the way across. We're gonna put it up on the body. We're gonna mount it right now and see how it goes. All right, so we went ahead and mounted it up. Everything mounts up really well. You just slide this piece under, you know, the mounting points underneath here. You wanna slide that underneath so it makes contact. We put it basically everywhere where it makes contact with the body, right here all the way across on the back side. Now we're going to screw the self tappers into the bottom. Here's the passenger side. I didn't get it lined up perfectly and it kind of jutted out right here a little bit. Kind of not happy with that, and it feels like it's kind of cockeyed in there. It keeps popping. It's trying to like pull itself out. So not real ecstatic about that, but that could have been me putting it on. Also in the crevice, you can kind of see when you go down, the light hits it, it can hit that tape. I'm not a fan of that. So definitely put the tape down way lower. I would recommend this side. I got it to line up really good. Fitment on it's really good. And I put the tape down lower. So I would definitely recommend putting the tape down, you know, at least this much from the top edge. Because if not, if you get it up too close and it's going up against the body, you can see that edge of the tape. It's real faint because I used clear, but it shines. I feel like the ass end of this car is the best part of this car. I don't know why, but I just like the way the back end of this car looks so much. I like the back end of the Mustangs, but I like the back end of the Camaros a lot better. Yeah. But the front end of the Camaro I don't think looks as good as the Mustang, but that's all right. It will once we get that new bumper.
Oh yeah.
I'll tell you that. Got our mirrors painted gloss black, got those installed. Instead of actually having to wrap them, we just painted them gloss black. And they'll match the wheels when we get the wheels gloss black. Some other things like the wing and spoiler will be gloss black. So everything on here. I'm probably gonna have this redone on a powder coating, but everything will be either satin black or gloss black.
He came in, did a great job wrapping the car. By far, that car is definitely the one that's got me the most amount of compliments on the exterior. Everyone loved that car, the way it looks, and I still wish I hope I see it every single day because I love the way that car looks. But after we did the wrap, we put everything back together, and I loved the way it looked. The only part of that car that I'm not a fan of, especially after we took it out the street car takeover and some different things, is the front bumper. I think it looks cheap, cheesy, V6-ish. I don't like the front bumper. So I took it upon myself to purchase the ZL1 front bumper from Icon Motorsports. The quality is actually really good for an aftermarket bumper. And I told John, whenever we get some time, can we please wrap this front bumper? I drove around with the stock bumper on there for a while, but I was one of the first people to ever take a 21, because it was 21, put the Icon ZL1 bumper on it and modify those eyelets to fit the 21 V6 headlights, not the Symmetry headlights. Because the bumper was made to go around the Symmetry headlights, not around the V6 or the LT1 headlights. So we had to do some modifying, we had to do some stuff to make it fit, but we'll show you in some other videos how that turned out.